we are back again with another banger. Prevailing wisdom claims that for an individual to achieve whatever he or she wants, be it, let's say, lose or gain weight, that's 1. 2, maybe academic excellence. 3, maybe a specific number of YouTube subscribers within a limited time. He or she has to set actionable goals. I have fallen to this, you get me, where many years back I used to set goals, even though I have achieved some and I haven't achieved obviously many. I won't necessarily give all the credit to me setting the goals. If any goal that I achieved, I'm not actually giving the credit to the ability of identifying that goal. But I also think about the system. This is where systems. What do you mean? What do you mean? Systems. Yes, systems, in the sense that there are over about maybe 100 plus videos which only concentrate on you setting goals as a way to succeed. But then the missing piece of this puzzle is that you actually need systems. So one will ask, should I completely ignore goals since you are saying you are stressing more on the system? No, you actually need goals, because goals give you a sense of direction, but then systems give you the process to attain whatever you want. You see, so systems do matter, and this is why. Firstly, you think you are the only one who sets goals? No, both winners and losers set goals. An example is, let's say, in sports, every coach wants to win the championship. Even the worst team wants to win the championship. You get me? Even the worst team wants to win. So you setting the goals is not making you unique from anyone else. Because if you are in the league, obviously every team has their goals. Maybe to win the champ, every team wants to win. But then what society does is that it only concentrates more on the survivors. But then what differentiated them for real was the system. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not going to lie to you. What differentiated the survivors from those who were not able to survive was the system. Because if, let's say, you want to lose weight, obviously you wake up, you go for jogging, you exercise regularly. I can write, maybe I want to lose weight as a goal. I've set my goals. But does that mean that you achieve them? Or does it mean that once you just write it down, it's going to come chasing you? No. You set the system. The system is the process. It is the routine that focuses on the results that you want to make, the difference and the impact you want to make. So both winners and losers set goals, but then what differentiates them is the system. You see, so I've given you one reason why systems are actually important, and they're actually being missed out a lot since most people focus on goals. Second, let me share an experience. I set a goal, that since I'm starting fresh in high school, I want to be, if not one of the best, then the best student in my form, in my year badge, like fresher, again, first year. So yes, when you have that motivation burning out, you get me. I actually burnt the midnight candle often Like I learned like I didn't have it. You hear me? I learned like I didn't have it. I was learning, grinding on the books, focusing. And then lo and behold, your guy got it, the best student in first year. I was happy. But then, when I got the award, I was like, so right now, what is the way forward? I've achieved the goal. What's next? But here comes the second reason why you need systems more, or focusing on systems more than goals. Goals only cause a momentary change. Momentary change in the sense that once it is achieved, you can go back to factory setting, go back to the beginning. You can even drop down the comment section a goal that you set, and after you achieved it, how you felt like. So right now, I've shared my experience. Let me give you the second example. Let's say a runner, someone who runs a marathon, is preparing for, let's say, a marathon race in 2 months' time. You see, the pressure will be building up. So he wakes up early in the morning, he's running, he's exercising, exercising his stamina, his legs, to get him, swift, to be like very, very fast. You understand? But then, once the runner is done with the race, let's say he crosses the finish line, do you think he's going to continue? Second example, let's say I clean my room. I get this motivation to clean my room. But then it's not something I do. Obviously, the room will not stay perfectly clean for a long time. It will go back to, the normal as usual. Then I need this kind of a new motivation, or, to burn in me to now tidy up my room again. So it's like, I go back, I set the same goal, I achieve, I go back. But rather, the cure to this reverse cycle is that you just need a routine. So you're not focusing on the goal. You're focusing on how to improve yourself with the routine, with the process, with or without there being any race. You get me? So it's like, whether there is a race or not, I just have to wake up early, exercise, run, jog around. You get me? Fall in love with the system, fall in love with the process, so that you don't go back and then wait for 2 months or 3 months to the next race, and now you start exercising all over again. Meanwhile, it's like it's a bank, you are piling it up, so you are always prepared, you are always ready. So systems actually help you to progress. It causes a progression, but then with goals, after you achieve them, there's a high possibility that you move back and then you set the same goal again, like what I did. So after I achieved it, the second part of the story is that after I achieved it, yes, I went back. Even though I was one of the best, but I wasn't receiving that kind of extension in all the exams and stuff. You get me? Yes. So I had to now set goals on, me like the past goal. So I'm setting a new goal based on the past goal. I have to achieve this, and it unfortunately for me, it didn't happen. It didn't happen at all. Even though I was one of the best, but aside that experience, I didn't have a reoccurring experience. So focus more on the systems. Fall in love with the system rather than the goal. The third point is that goals actually restrict your happiness. If you are someone who has a goal first mentality, I'll be happy after I receive or after I achieve the goal. You restrict your happiness. One thing that I feel is being left out in many speeches that motivates people is that, are you happy with what you are doing? Or you are just doing it because everyone is doing it? The fact that everyone else is doing it doesn't mean yours will be the same as theirs. Thomas Edison, the guy who invented the light bulb, he tried 100 times. What if you are supposed to try 1,000 times before it works? What if I'm supposed to try 200 times or just 10 times? Everyone's journey to success is different. Everyone. The fact that this person took 6 months to lose weight or 6 months to actually become academically brilliant doesn't mean you also take 6 months. You get me? Doesn't mean that you also take 6 months. So if you restrict your happiness and then you are only focusing on the goal that I just want to be happy after I gain the goal, bro, you are not going to be happy right now, depending on the individual. That mostly things that keep wrong, when they actually come out, it's actually very it's speechless. It blows minds. It breaks the internet. What if yours actually takes time? And then you're like, I'm putting my happiness aside and I'm just going with it. Happiness first. You being happy doesn't mean you're comfortable. But are you falling in love with what you are doing? If you wake up every day and then you are going on a sprint or you are jogging, do you like what you are going through? Do you like the system? If you want to be academically excellent, waking up early to take a book and then learn, do you like that? Do you like absorbing knowledge frequently? Do you like updating yourself? Nothing comes easy, but make sure that you fall in love with the process. I myself leave a comment in the comment section to encourage each and every one of you to focus more on the system than on your goals, even though goals really matter. You can also put yours down there, and you can also make sure to like and then subscribe this video for more. So yes, that is it. Thank you.